So, welcome back. The previous video, we saw the interaction between the chorus and Antigone, and then the interaction between Antigone and Creon. Antigone had buried her brother, and we saw her reaction when brought before Creon. She was unapologetic, she was not fearful, and she set forward this idea that there was a man-made law, which was the law instituted by Creon, the king, and then there was a law by the gods, which she refers to Zeus as well as the demigods, the gods that are below him, and she says the law of the gods is higher than the law of men, so she chose to listen to the law of the gods. And so we're going to continue on 325. If you look at starting with 560, Creon is not having it. She previously called Creon a fool on line 530. Anyone who's been called a fool, that's probably not like the best way to make peace. So he starts to say like, hey, first of all, we understood from the last video that Antigone, the people like her, and the guards like her. And so this is starting to sow some seeds of problem, in that the people like Antigone. So we'll see what happens. He says like, hey, you're trying to get famous from this. I despise a person caught committing evil acts who then desires to glorify the crime. What is her response? Take me, kill me. What more do you want? Just, okay, I did it. I'm not sorry about it. Get it over with. Creon, me? Nothing. With that, I have everything. Antigone, why delay? There's nothing in your words that I enjoy. Look, blah, blah, blah. You're talking. Stop flapping your mouth. I'm done. May that always be the case. And what I say displeases you as much. But where could I gain greater glory? Like, what's the glory? What am I trying to gain? Then setting my own brother in his grave. Are those here would confirm this pleases them if their lips were sealed by fear? Being king, which offers all sorts of various benefits, means you can talk and act just as you wish. Look, no one else here can talk, but you can. Like, you're the king, you can do whatever you want. Creon, in all of Thebes, you're the only one who looks at things that way. He's saying, Antigone, you're the only one who thinks like that. So Antigone's response, no, they share my views, but they keep their mouths shut just for you. Ooh, I like this. Creon, these views of yours, so different from the rest, don't they bring you any sense of shame? No, you should be ashamed. Don't you have a conscience? Nobody else thinks like you. Antigone, no, there's nothing shameful in honoring my mother's children. Creon, you had a brother killed fighting for the other side. Antigone, yes, from the same mother and father too. Creon, why then give tributes which insults his name? Antigone, but his dead corpse won't back up what you say. Creon, yes, he will if you give equal honors to a wicked man. Anyway, so they go on. He's clearly not having it. She is saying, look, it was the right thing for me to bury him, and the people agree. And if you remember from the earlier speech, when his first monologue, Creon says, no enemy of the state will be a friend of mine. And here on page 326, line 587, it says, an enemy can never be a friend, not even in death. But my nature is to love, Antigone says. I cannot hate. So we see another trait of Antigone, which is she's full of love. And this is what causes her to bury her brother. Now things are about to get interesting. Previously, Ismene would not help with the burial. But here we have Ismene going to help. So enters Ismene. Line 614. I did it. I admit it, and she'll back me up, so I bear the guilt as well. What is she doing? Well, she's admitting that she did it. Did Ismene really bury? No, she didn't. What's Antigone's response? Do you think she's going to be like, oh, thank you, Ismene, for like taking the bullet with me? No, no. Antigone, no, no, literally. Justice will not allow you to say that. You didn't want to. I didn't work with you. So she's not into this like savior complex. She's like, no, you didn't. Like, you rejected your brother. Like, you get to stand in that shame. So she's pretty unhappy with Ismene. Ismene thinks she's doing a good thing. But now you're in trouble. I'm not ashamed of suffering, too, as your companion. I want to suffer with you. But in Antigone's eyes, it's too late. Hades and the dead can say who did it. I don't love a friend whose love is only in words. Oof. She's like, you didn't do anything. It was you just flapping your mouth. Ismene, you're my sister. Don't dishonor me. Let me respect the dead and die with you. Antigone, don't try to share my death or make a claim to actions which you did not do. I'll die. That'll be enough. Ismene, but if you're gone, what is there in life for me to love? Ask Antigone. Ask Creon. He's the one you care about. Wow. So here we see Antigone is rejecting her sister. Why? Well, Ismene is the one who first rejected her. So, Ismene, why hurt me like this? It doesn't help you. If I am mocking you, it pains me too. Anyways, Antigone ends up saying, save yourself. I chose to die. You can still live. Ismene wants to help, but she's rejected. And then Ismene turns to Creon in line 650. You're going to kill your own son's bride? Creon, why not? There are other fields for him to plow, in other words. There are other fish in the sea. Also, what a weird statement. There are other fields to plow. Anyways, Ismene, no one will make him a more loving wife than she will. I have no desire my son should have an evil wife. Dearest Haman, how your father wrongs you. I've had enough of this. You and your marriage. You really want that? You're going to take her from him? No, no, not me. Hades, death will be the one to stop the marriage. So she must die. So anyways, she's sent to death. And what her death is going to look like is she is going to be placed in a cave and ultimately starve to death. Yep. So that's kind of the end of those two sections. We kind of see the climax of the characterization of Antigone. Like, she is resolute. She is the same from the beginning to the end. Also Creon. In this section so far, like, he hasn't wavered. He's not changing what his decree was. But the one who does change is Ismene. She realizes she should have stood with her sister, but in the end, she's rejected. So, some interesting development of character traits here. All right, see you next video.